I also want to thank the students and the staff over at Boston College. We had a great time tonight talking about the role of media in this election, and I'm going to get the video of that and share that, and the audio of that and share that. It was a great conversation. They had great questions. Boston College is a beautiful campus, and thanks so much for having me. Great time. And one more shout out and thanks to Glenn Greenwald. I mean, we had a phenomenal conversation on Friday and on Sunday for everyone else. Great conversation, and we were able to unpack the role and the responsibility of media. So there's a lot this election, and I'll never forget, while I was focusing on the identity politics that were being manipulated to the benefit of Hillary Clinton, but to the detriment of the black community, the average black American. I was focused like a laser on that, but Michael Solomon, he has a wonderful podcast. He's been on multiple times, part of the Progressive Army. Check out michaelsolomon.com. But he made an observation that is the truth. This election is way far more about the role of media than anything else, and how media, this is what I'm adding to his statement. His statement was simply, this election is all about the media. Right. And how the media gave rise to Donald Trump. It's painful to turn down someone who is a ratings muse like Donald Trump. I mean, all you have to do is put on something about Donald Trump and people in the audience just like maggots to shit. That's exactly what it is. It's exactly like that. Right. They just pile up on it, and the people wanted it. And so it was impossible for the media to say no when they were getting they were not used to getting this kind of coverage and this kind of ratings, rather. And so that gave Donald Trump, I think the latest estimate is he's gotten over almost $3 billion of free media. That's how you have Republican nominee Donald Trump, the media. And in addition to the fact that he's the perfect confluence of racism and arrogance, just that perfect intersection that helps and anti-establishment, right? I got to throw that in there to be fair, right? He was a perfect fit for the fervor that already existed in the Republican Party. Yes, that's true, but you cannot deny, if you subtract $3 billion of free media, or even if you subtract $2 billion of the $3 billion, you do not have a Republican nominee named Donald Trump. And so you have the media being responsible for his rise, but you also have the media now trying to oppose him because of his rise. And this was something Glenn Greenwald pointed out brilliantly. It's like, they went from one extreme to the other. First, they're giving them all the free media they could give them. And now they're on the opposite end of the spectrum where they're breaking all ideas of journalistic integrity to oppose him. And like Greenwald said, it's not so bad that they want to oppose them, because journalists should be allowed to have opinions. It's the fact that, they're breaking all their rules to do so. And then I added into the conversation also that they're silencing any political dissent against Hillary Clinton, who by all rights, looking at all the numbers, it's going to be the next president. So we should be holding her accountable. Yet the media has set the stage for anyone who challenges Hillary Clinton to be seen as a co-conspirator or complicit with Donald Trump. Questioning your patriotism, questioning whether or not you are in league with the Russians. They might as well see if we're in league with the Soviets, for that matter. And so it's that paradigm that media has. This is where they've gone. So they've gone from giving them all this free media to coming to a McCarthy era styled silencing of dissent in order to oppose him. Not to mention what they did to Bernie Sanders with the swift voting of his, social justice and civil rights participation. All of this is 100%. This election has been about the media and the role of the media and how completely soulless the mainstream media is. And be mindful, when I say mainstream media, I am not referring to people with whom I disagree. I'm talking about all of them. I don't call mainstream media people I disagree with, right? That's like Fox News. People who like Fox News think that MSNBC is the mainstream, and they don't think Fox News is the mainstream, and vice versa, right? No, all of them who have a foray, have access to the mass population. That's the mainstream media. I don't care, right? And they have been complicit, and their role has been undeniable in this election.